All right, so Chris, we are in your Model S. I just sat in it. I haven't driven it yet. So take me through exactly how we get going here. I'm looking at a completely digital display in front of me. This is literally like a laptop size instrument panel next to two iPads integrated into one screen. It's really pretty amazing. Well, this steering wheel is amazing. It's a flat bottom wheel like you'd find on an Audi RS series. Obviously heavily bolstered. The seats have some slight bolstering, but they're actually a little more luxury than sporty. But I can already tell that the steering is going to be really nice on this car.
You know, there's plenty of room for your golf clubs and your beer cup holders and your scorecard.
Your Coca-Cola cup holders. We do not condone such action. You're on the open road?
No. I'm on the golf course.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, yeah. If you
this is a glorified golf course.
This is indeed a glorified golf course. So, one thing that's amazing on this car is going 30, you really just feel like you're in a normal car. The difference is not as pronounced as you would think. I drove one of those Mitsubishi iMeaves, like a $20,000 real glorified golf cart, and it felt like a golf cart. This just feels like a super quiet, super smooth luxury sports sedan with some enormous high-tech screens, but surprisingly normal to drive. That being said, obviously unbelievably smooth. Electronic steering, which is really nice. They made sure to put enough weight to the steering in this car. I was a little afraid it might be too light.
Choices on the steering right here: standard, comfort, and sport.
And
so
sport.
You're enough sport.
Good.
We'll go
sport. Keep it nice and heavy.
So we can adjust. It automatically lowers the car with the air suspension option that we have, or if it's a high curb, it'll jack us up to clear the curb. You know, things like that.
Amazing.
And comfort. I haven't driven it with the comfort mode because the car's so comfortable. It's like, how much more comfortable can you get?
You don't want to turn it into a marshmallow.
Right.
But this really is amazing. And this screen, I can't stress enough. I mean, the graphics and everything on this, it's like it's out of The Matrix or something. I mean, 10 years ago, you would have shown this car off as a this is the future exhibit. I mean, where, a car's just going to have one enormous screen with all of your controls, but nobody has really tried to do that yet. And Tesla is really kind of the first, especially to this level.
There's our energy usage.
Very cool.
Our multimedia.
And you say that normally, if you're just driving conservatively like we are, just cruising along, would you say you're normally, does this have, a 200-mile range?
Yes.
100, okay. Probably wouldn't want to push it past 2.
So they have an optional setting here. We'll look at it really quick, where if you know you're going on trips, you go into your charging mode, and you can do a max range charge. And it says, in the papers, it says work specs, it says 108, and I charged it the other day and it gave me 113, and I found I lose about 10%. It's probably partially my driving habits, AC, lights, different things going on over that. So it's been running about 10% below what the charge is what I'm actually getting. It has the regenerative power, so when you let your foot off the brake, you can feel it and see there's the charge.
The regenerative braking. One thing that's great though is the regenerative braking system in this car is less intrusive than, a lot of other electric vehicles. I mean, it starts to slow you down. It feels like a compression brake, but it doesn't kick you in the face. That iMeave I drove is extremely pronounced. Okay, so we're going to get turned around. We're on a beautiful lake road in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and I've heard about the legendary acceleration of the Model S, so we will be doing a few short runs to put it through its paces. Let's find out how she goes. Holy crap. That's 60. That really is, that's actually pretty incredible. Wow. And the amazing thing is, it takes smooth and linear to a whole new level. You know, you look at these 4-cylinder turbo engines, and you know, with this turbo lag, even the twin scroll turbo stuff now that's really smooth still isn't as smooth as a naturally aspirated engine. This is one step further in terms of smoothness, and it really does suck you back in your seat. Let's do one more here. This is a 30 to 60 run. Here we go. Just that quick. It's pretty amazing, and the brakes are great. This is a twin rotor, slotted. These are big brakes. What are these, Chris? 17, 18, yeah, 17-inch like rotors. And the steering is on par with, you know, with a car of this caliber. I mean, just as far as you know, adjustment, the weight is good, the wheel is good. This really is an amazing car. Well, I've got to say, Chris, this car was very, very neat to drive. If you get the chance, guys, to drive one of these, I really encourage you to do so. It is really just quite impressive, and just amazingly easy, I guess is the word. I don't think the transition for most Americans is really going to be that hard.
In about a day, you'll be used to regenerative braking and the controls, like remembering just to push the brake or the park button and things like that. You know, a day of driving, you'll have it down.